project. Very light. Welcome to the studio. Come on in. Welcome to the studio and welcome back to those of you who have joined us before. We are Color Me Happy Fiber Arts Studio, and I'm Michelle.
I'm Linda.
And we are natural dyers, and so we love everything about fiber arts, and we use all plants and some insects to dye yarn and fiber. And this is our show where we get together once a month and we talk about what we're working on, what we're excited about, and share some of our makes, usually knitting and some crochet, some spinning.
Yeah. We haven't shared any weaving. We have embroidery too. Sometimes we share.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today is near the end of December. So we have just had the holidays.
You can tell by the relaxed look on our face that all the dinners and the
hosting,
getting the hosting and the gifting ready is all done.
I still have 2 gifts, so I'm working on.
All right, do you? Okay.
Yes.
Well, I spoke too soon.
Yeah. It's stress-free though, because I decided that I wasn't going to rush it. And what I did was I wrapped whatever I had ready. And so in one case, it was a couple of bobbins and a photo of the sheep.
Okay, this was your Jacob hat for
Jacob.
Jacob?
This was my Jacob hat for Jacob. So I got pretty close. I finished all the combing and then 2 of the 3 plies I had done, and I was working on the 3rd ply. So I put that in a box with a photo, and he thought that was really cool. And then my younger son, he opened it, and it was just a box of roving. He said, "Look, I got an unfinished project." I said, "Yes, you did. It's going to be a hat or whatever you want." So
nice. What about the vest?
The vest.
You were working on a vest for Rich.
Oh, yes. I wrapped the back half of it.
Okay.
So it is halfway done.
Okay.
And that one.
It's not in the round. It's in pieces?
It was in pieces.
Okay.
It's an older one, so I think they weren't.
Right. You said that it was more an older pattern where they were seamed.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think you could do it in the round pretty easily. But I did the back half. And now I'm ready to cast on for the front half.
Okay.
And that one I was not rushing at all because he picked out the colors.
It was not a surprise.
Yeah. But I did have 3 that I finished. So we're jumping right into finished objects, I guess.
Yeah.
So I had 3 that I finished. One was a headband. And that was our December project of the
Pick of the month.
Right.
Yeah. That was the Frida headband.
Yeah. And it's so cute. And
I made one too, actually, for my daughter's birthday in December.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Red and white. It's a good IU Hoosiers headband. Maybe she'll wear it tomorrow. Or no, not tomorrow.
Not tomorrow.
Next week when they play in the Rose Bowl.
New Year's
Day.
All right. So I had one of those, and Avery loved it. She wore it to breakfast today.
Nice.
And I made the hygge cowl. I was working on that last time, red and white color work for Lainey, and she loved that. And then my dad, I spun the Ushant fiber that I had gotten from Brittany.
Okay.
And so I had a picture of the Ushant sheep, and then I could tell him how it came from Brittany, where his great-grandfather immigrated from, and that would have been the type of sheep's wool they would have used.
Yeah, I'm sure he just loved that.
Yeah, he thought that was really neat. So it was fun that I had.
And you made a hat?
Yeah, I made a hat.
Nice.
And that one, I didn't follow a pattern. I just did
like a ribbed.
Fisherman's rib. Yeah, so I did a little bit of ribbing and then fisherman's rib. It was so funny. it fit my head perfectly, but when he put it on, it was a little big on his head.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But it'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also
So
made a
perfect.
last minute hat.
Ooh.
I did. I made it with a bulky yarn, which we have not done too much dyeing of bulky yarns. But when we were in North Carolina for SAF, one of the places we went was Black Mountain Yarn Shop, and I got some plump spin cycle yarn, and then I used an Aran weight yarn that we had naturally dyed as the solid color.
Oh, yeah.
And it's called the Beginner Brioche Slouch Hat, I think, although it's not super slouchy. And my husband has a very large head, so I did add a few stitches. And he has a hat that, I kid you not, he got when he was 14 years old as a free giveaway at the Toronto Blue Jays game. And he loves that hat. 100% acrylic. Still exists, and he wears it all the time.
Wow.
So I made sure that this kind of matched the size of that hat. And so, yeah, so it turned out, it's just slightly big for me, but I really liked it. Yeah, it was fun. And the brioche was fun. And one of my 2025 goals was to learn brioche. I had never done that.
Yeah.
So this is my second brioche object this year. So
yeah, you made the cowl.
The
first.
Valen cowl. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was really fun.
It turned out really cute.
And it was bulky, large weight. So it was literally like 2 days of knitting just in the evening. Actually, I knit it in the same room with him because he doesn't really know what I'm knitting. So he was watching, and I was watching from the other side on the couch, and he had no idea.
That's the best. You can do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I ran out of knitting that I can do while I'm sitting here, so
so you're gonna do some more combing.
Yes. So do you have other finished objects?
Well,
you
kind of. I have one thing that's sort of finished. It's off the needles. It is not blocked. It is not seamed, but I can show that. And that also came from some yarn that we got when we were at SAF. We also stopped at another yarn shop near Asheville called Friends and FIBRworks, and I got some yarn that I really, really liked, which was from Feederbrook Farms.
Yes.
It was their color changing yarn called Entropy
really
DK.
pretty.
It is so soft and squishy. Like, I really fell in love with it. And so I did a bandana cowl, which will be blocked and seamed. And then it will look, and I'll probably, here, let me fold it down. It'll be a little bit like this, I guess, probably when I wear it. Yeah.
How pretty.
And I really like the pattern. It's a Stitch Nerd pattern called Murano Squares, bandana. Very fun pattern, very easy to memorize, and I love the little stained glass kind of effect that it gives.
Yeah, that is so pretty with the color changing yarn. And
yeah,
if you
it really reminded me of stained glass. I thought it was really nice. And Stitch Nerd always does, I believe, a free pattern around the time of the Olympics.
Ooh.
Because she always says, like, you want to have something fun, and there'll be something Olympic themed about it. Like the last time, and I have done this a couple of times, maybe 2 or 3 times, I've done like a cowl. It's usually, an accessory, kind of smaller project. One year when the Olympics were in Sochi, there was a hashtag Sochi, like a mosaic cowl with snowflakes.
I remember you doing that.
Yeah, I did that one, and I did, then there was the one in France, the stitch pattern was like had a French name or something. So watch for that if you like that kind of thing. It is really fun to kind of have a fun pattern. Usually it's mosaic. It's something that, I feel like it's a lot of bang for the buck, in terms of your effort. It's something that looks really cool, but it's not super hard. Yeah. So look for that to come out around the time of the Winter Olympics.
Yeah, which is February 6th or
yes,
10th or
right. It's maybe 5 or 6 weeks away, early February.
Okay.
Right? Yeah.
Fun.
So yeah, I made a few other Fridas, but I think those are the only other things that I have
Finished.
finished.
Okay.
I did one other thing. I'll send in a picture of this. I did not bring it with me.
Okay.
I got some yarn when we were in Ireland this year before France, and I am going to do a vest. I've swatched, but I haven't started the vest yet.
Okay.
But I made an I-cord out of that yarn. It was from the Kerry Woolen Mill, which is a 300-year-old mill that's still operating. And my son-in-law is Irish, and we met his grandmother and family while we were over there. So I made an I-cord, and then I watched a video. I did this on Christmas Eve, so it wasn't very hard.
Okay.
I watched a video about making a Celtic knot.
Oh.
And so then I made this Celtic knot. I made the one called Solomon's Seal, and I made it into like a little keychain. It's like too big to put in your pocket, but if you had a key that you like hang by the back door or something.
Yeah.
And he really liked it because of the Ireland tie-in and everything.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun. I did learn, I tried to use my I-cord tool, but that yarn is kind of woolly yarn and it didn't slip off enough. Maybe I just gave up too soon, but I just ended up doing it by hand.
Right. So how long did that take you?
Not too long.
Wasn't bad.
No, because I just used double pointed needles, like a 5 or a 6 or something, because it's fairly good. It's like DK or worsted yarn.
Yeah.
So maybe an hour. It wasn't too bad. I could have made it a little bit longer. I think I made it about 30 inches. It would have been a little easier to tie if it were maybe 40 inches or something, but
Yeah.
it was Christmas Eve, so I needed to get it done.
What are you working on?
Well, the only thing, I think this is right. I think the only thing I have on my needles right now, I might have shed this last month too, which is the Aquila shawl.
Oh yeah.
Which
Mackenzie?
is Mackenzie Alvarez, right?
Yeah, Mackenzie Alvarez.
Yeah, and it's an intarsia. This was my also like I want to try intarsia. So it's coming along, but I kind of put it down to do some of these other things. But it's coming along. I am very happy with it.
Cute.
Yeah, so very graphic. It's a fingering weight shawl.
Yeah.
And it uses our
Three
Nature's Splendor.
Yeah.
Except the white is pure merino fingering. The other is the merino yak silk.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll be done with that pretty soon, I think.
It looks so pretty on the
Thank
screen.
you.
You can see that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really like it. And the
It's very
intarsia,
lightweight.
it's
too.
very lightweight because it's fingering and it's knit on a pretty big needle, so it's very drapey.
Yeah.
Which I think maybe makes the intarsia a little harder to like snug the holes up, but when I weave the ends in, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, usually with the ends you can kind of.
Yeah, so I
finagle
think that's the
those.
only other thing I'm working on, and I'd like to start on my vest. So
Yeah.
that's the next thing that I'll
That's
probably
your-
do.
Your
Yeah.
winter project.
Yeah, how about you? Do you have a project idea, or you're still finishing other things?
Well, I'm still finishing, so I have 2 hats for the boys.
Mm-hmm. The
And
other half of your vest.
yes, and the other half of the vest.
Don't forget the
Don't
vest.
forget the vest for the husband. This is the Jacob wool for Jacob's hat. So I have been combing
Yes.
Jacob wool, and I'm still combing it because combing is so much fun. But this should be good for his hat. And I have another
It's so
skein.
beautiful.
Thank you. It's a 3-ply.
Let's see
So,
if we can hold it up.
and with the Jacob sheep, it's white and black and gray, all together in the same fleece.
It'll be a really nice like tonal knit
yeah.
because the colors will all kind of be blending together
They'll kind of
randomly.
blend together,
Yeah.
yeah. And originally I was thinking I would comb 3 different colors,
Oh,
and then I was gonna do a slip stitch hat
Mm-hmm.
that I thought would be fun for him. But when I started combing, the white was just so bright,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought the contrast was gonna be too much.
Was
So-
it like the Pantone color of the year?
Yes, it was very close to the Pantone color of the year.
What's the name of the color? I can't remember.
Oh my goodness.
Polar or something?
No, Dancing Clouds or
Cloud Dancer.
Cloud Dancer.
Cloud
yes.
Dancer. But everyone's been putting pictures of their sheep,
Oh, yes.
you know, and saying my sheep is Cloud Dancer.
Cloud Dancer.
Because I think that really bright white.
Yeah, it was very white. Too much. So I ended up blending some of the white with the really dark. And one ply is totally just the dark. And then the other two plies are just kind of randomly pulling them out of the basket. So that
looks
been
great.
A lot of fun. Thank you.
Yeah.
So still working on that.
And lots of people apparently liked watching you card the Jacob wool.
Yes, we had that viral video for us. Viral. It was, I think now it's 230,000.
I think it might be 270.
270,000 people.
Maybe 230.
Okay.
A lot.
A very lot.
Like
much more than any of our
1,000 times more than any of our other videos.
I know. And it was just kind of an off the cuff.
We
had open studio day, and I was working on that, and I had decided sort of at the last minute. I knew I wanted to make something for Jacob out of Jacob's sheep. Jacob fleece, I mean. And I think it was Nellie was working on some socks that week, or mittens out of Jacob fleece. And I was like, you know, I need to get that Jacob fleece back out. So.
And I remember you were combing it, and I was like, I said, this is interesting. This would be good for social media. I'll just film it.
Yeah.
And somehow, I don't know, it's the algorithm gods. I don't know what they wanted, but they liked whatever it was.
Yeah. So I'm still combing this. And then today we had Beth come by. So
Beth her business is called Twisted Pixie, and she is the one that makes these lovely carding tools that Michelle is using. So we filmed the combing tools. We filmed a full video with her talking about how she designed this set and why, and so that will be fun. We'll put a little snippet of that in here, and then we said maybe we'll do a longer video, so if you're really wanting to dive deeply into that, we'll put that up on our YouTube channel also.
Yeah, so we'll have both. I'm really excited to have our friend Beth here. This is Beth from Twisted Pixie Fibers.
Hello, everyone. I'm so happy to be here too.
Yeah. So earlier, well, I guess last week, we posted a video that went kind of viral where I was using your comb set to comb some Jacob wool. And since you were going to be in town today and we were filming, we thought it would be fun to invite you on the show and tell us a little bit about your background and how you came to make such cool spinning tools.
Well, thank you both. Thank you guys for sharing. I have knitted and crocheted since I was a child. My mother taught me young. And knew nothing about spinning yarn until my mother brought over drop spindles and some wool and taught me how to actually spin a single strand of wool. And from that moment, I was captivated. And then my mother introduced me to the Ravelry community. And as I got to meet and get involved with the entire fiber arts community and learn myself how the whole process worked, I began to hear a lot of comments from the fiber community about tools that they wish they had or things they didn't like. And I'm a master carpenter for a living. So in the back of my mind, the wheels start turning, and it was like, it's a siren call to somebody who loves to do carpentry work, woodworking, solve problems, and just generally help people succeed. So I got into my shop and I started putting my ideas to use, and building little prototypes here and there and just shipping them out to different fiber artists and saying, give me, critique it, give me your feedback, plus or minus, it all matters. So that's basically how I began to develop the tools that I'm building today. And a lot of it started with the wool combs. What I was hearing with wool combs were that I love comb top, but I can't use the combs. They're not comfortable to use, or they're dangerous because the tips are so sharp. People had talked about how their children or their pets or even themselves had ended up hurt using the combs. Did it happen to you? Oh dear.
Not with your combs. With the little ones, by accident, I got myself.
Yeah, they're very razor sharp. And I personally didn't see the need for that because wool is just like our hair. So if we took these tools to our own hair, wouldn't we have a bunch of split ends? You know, we would really kind of shred our own hair. And I thought maybe that's why we have neps or noils in wool while we're combing it, because these things are just too sharp, and they don't need to be. You can still do the thing when the tips are dulled. So when I machine my tines for the combs, and these are all hand machined in my shop, everything is hand built by me in my shop, and I dull the tips on these tines. The reason that most people find modern wool combs difficult to use is because of the handle. All the wool combs have the same handle structure. It's a right angled handle to the combs themselves. And here's the reason. These are simply scaled down versions of the original Old English wool combs. The way it worked is that it was done by men. And because men had the physical and upper body strength to do the combing. And what they would do is, the original Old English combs were usually many, many rows of tines and very large. The tine blocks were big, the handles were long, and the men would hang the fleece on a peg, on a post, and then they would put their wool combs in open fires and heat them to get the steel hot. These men would take these combs and they would swing like this. They would overhand swing.
Oh,
these
wow.
big, hot, heavy combs. And the hot tines would help to melt the lanolin as they drew it through the fleece. It was serious business. They had their own guilds, and only their firstborn sons could even apprentice to the trade. So it was only men. And that's the reason that their tools were configured the way they were. Then the men would take the comb top and hand it off to the women to spin. So wool combing was never done by anyone, regardless of gender, sitting in a chair at a table. So when we're sitting in a chair at a table, it's very difficult to maneuver these. And the only way, to do it basically is this motion here. Or you're being told to stand sideways and again swing them like they did in Old English times. What I did was I wanted to redesign the handles. One of my main objectives in my business is ergonomics. It has to be comfortable. Nobody wants to do a job that takes this much time and effort and wear yourself out within 10 or 20 minutes. If we have a whole fleece to process, we have a lot of work to do. So I redesigned the handles so that I could hold these comfortably without having to contort my body or, twist my hands sideways or end up with body aches and pains just from the use of the tools. So I designed the handle where you can hold on to it this way, but see my wrists are straight. They're fat enough that I can get a good grip on them. Mm-hmm. What I also did was I did a little testing with my combs, and I realized that there's a lot of expense involved in wool combs. If and you have to have the right combs to do the job. So if we're combing merino, which is super fine, then we need fine combs. If we're combing a medium diameter wool, then we need medium combs. If we're combing something coarse and curly and like Wensleydale, for example, then we need a coarse comb. So I did a little experimenting and I learned that I didn't have to use two of the same combs, and actually using them interchangeably actually helped. And what we're going to do is start loading our fiber onto the smallest comb. The reason for that is that it will get a good grip on our fiber for the first pass through with our combs. So we just load our fiber onto whichever is the finer of the two combs. If I'm using a medium and a coarse, I'm going to load it onto the medium comb. But we're using a fine and a medium, so I'm loading the wool onto the fine comb. So before you begin the combing process, you want to, since it's compacted down in the bottom, you want to just spread the wool out on the combs a little bit and lighten it up so it's not all bogged down in the bottom. And then there are 3 ways to handle the combs. What we want to do is take all of this wool and put it and comb it onto this comb. So we want all of this wool inevitably off of this comb and onto this one. So this is our medium comb. We'll come through here just with the tips. We don't want to dig too deeply in there. We'll never get through it. So just start out at the tips. And this is the first way that you can use your combs manually. If you don't have a table that you can clamp it to, for instance, if you just wanted to sit at the couch and watch TV or something while you're combing, you could certainly do it manually like this without the use of the case at all or the stationary blocks. Another way to use the combs is to peg the loaded comb down stationary, and you can then take your empty comb and comb through horizontally this way. You can also switch hands, so it doesn't matter if you're left-handed, right-handed, maybe you get, just want to go back and forth between your hands. The third way, and what I think personally is the fastest way, is to peg down my empty comb. And because I dull the tips on the tines, you can balance the comb with your fingertips. So now both of my wrists are straight. I'm not sitting crooked or having to twist my body or be uncomfortable. I can simply offload this wool onto that comb, and this is the process that makes it really fast.
Yeah.
Now the second pass, I'm going onto my fine comb. So now it's really going to get in there and with a finer comb and really fluff it up and pull out anything else that we don't want. Generally, if the fleece is in decent condition and it's not absolutely full of VM or cotted or any other issues, usually this second pass is the last one that I'll need. If we want to see if we're finished, we just spread the wool out on the comb again, and I hold it up to a light source where you can see through it. And as long as I can see that all the vegetable matter is out and I'm happy with it, if I'm happy, I'm ready to diz it off. This is also my original design. It has 4 different hole sizes depending on what you're going to spin. What are you spinning, Michelle? Are you spinning fine? Are you spinning
I'm still spinning
bulky?
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I were going to do a bulky yarn, I would pull it through a larger hole. But for what Michelle is doing, we're going to pull it through the small one. So this is a little threader. It's just a little threader hook. And we have the concave side going toward the wool. We just put the little threader through the hole and pick up a little bit of fiber and set that aside. And then we're going to diz the wool off of the combs.
Isn't that satisfying?
Yeah.
You start pulling it out.
Yes, it is so satisfying. This is the magic part, where a fiber that was started off with a 2-inch staple length is now turning into one long, consistent strand. And this is ready to go to our spinning wheels.
Mhm.
And this is what we have in the end. And we roll this up. I think Michelle calls it a nest.
Yeah.
Lots of spinners call it a nest. I was always told it was a honey bun,
A honey
which
bun.
it does kind of look like a
It does
honey
look
bun,
like a honey
like
bun.
a nice pastry.
Very light and fluffy. The other thing I'm doing,
Oh, right. Your
It's my-
mystery knit along.
my mystery knit along. Oh, got my knit along.
I did one of those last year. It was less involved
Oh,
than the
yeah.
one you're doing, so I was able to keep up with the clues.
Yeah.
My personality is if I started it and then I didn't keep up with the clues, I would be frustrated. But I think you're
Right.
not so much that way, which is good.
Yeah.
You were just like, okay, it's not working out. I'm going to just put it down for a bit.
Yeah. Well, when I first started, it was because a couple of the people who come to our studio were picking out minis for it. And I thought, oh, well, that's a cute idea. And so it's Telly Bean Knits, and she takes the first 12 days of December,
Mm-hmm.
and you get a new clue each day. And I thought, well, if they're doing that, I'll do it with them, and it'll be fun to
Mm-hmm.
keep up with everyone.
Right.
Well, I got to the third day, and I didn't like how my color choice was blending, so I had to take out the third day, and then I got so far behind. So I'm on day 6, and this is my cowl.
I think it looks really cute though.
So
I
it's-
like the colors.
It's a gingerbread theme, and a lot of people had picked out reds,
Reds
for,
and greens and
for
browns and
Christmas, yeah.
things. Mhm.
and I decided to go with fall colors. So here are all my colors together in the minis. And there was a creamy color, but it turned out to be more yellow than cream. So that's what I took out, and then I put undyed.
Mhm.
So
I like those colors together.
yeah, I think it'll be
Each day is a
fun.
different stitch, right?
Yeah, each day
kind of a
is a different
Either
section.
texture or color work or
Yeah,
something.
so it started with these gumdrops, which you
Oh.
can't really see there, but maybe a little bit if I
Mhm.
go in. And then this is supposed to be like ribbon candy,
Oh,
those
okay.
ridges.
Uh-huh.
And then
What's the natural
the
one?
white.
I like that stitch.
I do too. Now I can't remember what the third clue.
It's all supposed to be some kind of candy theme.
Yeah, it was all
Kind of a
supposed to
gather.
go with
I like
gingerbread
that. Mhm.
theme.
It's like a pinwheel or something.
Yeah. If I think of it, I'll write it on here.
Okay.
But, and then these are cookies,
Uh-huh.
and this is shingles. like,
Oh, like shingles on the gingerbread
on
house.
your gingerbread house.
Okay.
Yeah, and these are like little gingerbread
Little houses.
houses.
Nice.
So I got to the end of clue 6,
Mm-hmm.
and I have to print out clue 7. I haven't looked ahead.
Oh, you haven't. So you
I have
haven't
not.
seen anyone who's finished it. You're
No.
keeping yourself in the dark. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That's fun.
So I will finish that
Get back to that.
and finish my holiday presents, but that's all I've been working on. A lot of spinning and little knits.
Mm-hmm.
So
You've been doing a lot of spinning,
yes,
a lot of fiber, a
Lot
lot
of-
of fiber dyeing, a lot of fiber prep, a
yeah,
lot of fiber spinning. Yeah.
yeah. So we had a couple of weeks ago, we had a little fiber holiday open house. And we did a build-a-bat station,
Mhm.
and that was so much fun. So we have all this dyed cormo and all these different colors. I'll show a picture of it.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the day we had a big snowstorm. So
Right.
3 people came, but it was fun. We got to
And
do some bats.
one of them got stuck in your driveway.
Yes, yes, they were.
It was not like didn't turn into a winter slumber party. They got out, right?
No, they did get out, but they came back just a few minutes after they left. It's like, oh, did you forget something? Well, no, we need a shovel. And so one of them had driven too far past the turn.
Mm-hmm.
And then when they realized, I think they tried to back up
Oh,
and then slipped off into a snowbank. So, yeah.
well, that happens with the winter, I guess.
Yeah. So that was kind of funny from our perspective. I don't know how Levi felt at the time.
Yeah,
He was
right.
not too happy. He was not the one driving, so he got the muddy snow kicked up on him when he was pushing the car.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad they got out.
Yeah. They got out. Everyone made it home safely.
Did you get any fun fiber gifts for Christmas?
I did. I got a, let's see, a book on the history of color charts.
Oh.
So like color wheels
Yeah.
and different systems that people have used
Oh,
over
interesting.
time. And it's a big coffee table
Oh,
book.
okay.
So that's going to
Fun.
be fun to explore. And then Jacob and Avery gave me the Fabric of Civilization.
Oh, I
Which-
love that book.
Yeah, I love the book too. And I've already read it, but I read it as a book on tape.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't
So you didn't
realize it
have-
has photos in it
Yes,
and stuff.
uh-huh.
And so I'm excited to be able to
Nice. That's such a
go
good
through it
book.
again. It's
That's a
great.
really good book.
Yeah.
I got
New,
a new ball winder. My
Ooh.
ball winder was becoming a little bit janky, and like the part that you thread the yarn through that kind of holds it wouldn't click into place anymore. So I had one of those like weighted wrist rest things that you would use so you don't get carpal tunnel when you use your mouse.
Uh-huh.
I had laid that over that little piece so it wouldn't move.
Ah,
So-
okay.
It was all becoming a little bit janky. So I asked for, I like winding by hand. I know you have an electric one that you like, but I kind of like the process of winding by hand. But I got a nice Luette wooden one that's very nice, very heavy duty, and
Oh, yeah.
the yarn holder like snaps into place and like holds very securely. And so
It's
I
not gonna
wound
come
a
undone.
skein in it just to see how it worked, and it was very lovely.
Oh, nice.
And then I got something else that I had asked for, which I saw someone this fall using a double one. I just got a single one, but it's one of those ball holders that you can set on your coffee table. And it's got, so your yarn ball is sitting on a little disc that is held by a magnet.
Yes.
And then you can knit and it just will spin around.
Yes.
So it's
Those
like a
are
little,
so
or I've got a
cool.
picture of it. We'll put the picture in. It's got a little
Okay.
arched wooden thing, and then there it's a magnetic rod
Right.
with a disc at the bottom, and your ball of yarn just sits on that, and then you can knit. So that was really fun, very easy to put together, and I think I'll get a lot of good use out of that.
Yeah. That's fun.
I got you something for Christmas, Michelle.
Okay. I got something for you
Oh, and guess what? It is fiber related.
too. Ooh, this is
Fiber adjacent.
fiber adjacent.
Yes. Should we
All right.
open at the same
Okay. At
time?
the same time.
Okay.
Oh, I see my Mill Run honey.
Oh, yes.
Thank you.
That's just for your hands and or feet to keep them nice and soft when you're working with your wool.
Oh, thank you. I love this stuff. This is great.
Oh.
Okay.
I got this for you at SAF.
Okay. Oh, how cute.
I love that little
Little
cup with little
sheep.
sheep on it.
Oh,
And I
that's
like the shape. It's
adorable.
just very dainty.
Yeah.
This is super cute. A little yarn ball sun catcher.
Yes.
Very
I made it.
nice. You made it.
Yes.
Did you go to a class or
I
something?
went to a class on
wow.
Class Fusion, and
When did you do that?
it was a date
Oh.
night but it was a date
Okay,
afternoon with
like
Rich.
at the Indie Arts Center or something?
No,
or-
there's a glass fusion place downtown Indianapolis.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Or fused glass, yeah. So
It's
that
an
was
original.
fun.
You saw it
It
here.
says
You'll become
original
famous, and then
Salyers.
you didn't sign it. I'll have to sign it.
Yeah, I don't know how to sign in glass, but a little etching.
And this looks fun. Oh, fun! The Granny Square card deck. I have been trying to up my crochet game.
Yeah.
So this will come in very handy. Love it. Thank
It
you.
looked like it would be a lot of fun. And
Yeah.
I knew you were working on crochet stuff.
Yes,
trying to do a
I
little
did
more.
I did a couple crochet things this year too. That's lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So much fun.
Well, thank you. This is great. Rich got me a French press,
Ooh,
so I will have my French
you'll have
press
French press coffee with your little sheep.
with my sheep. They look like they're dancing too.
They looked happy. That's what I
Yeah,
thought when I
They
saw
look
them.
like
I
they're
thought
going. "Whoop, whoop,
those
whoop."
sheep look very happy, so I felt like you needed them.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas to you. Happy Hanukkah. Happy
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa, happy whatever festival you celebrate or don't celebrate. We hope
Mhm.
you've had a good year. We hope you've had a good time of being off work. Or if you had to be on call, like I have had to do some years, I feel your pain and I hope you get to rest afterwards.
Yeah. And get ready because at the end of January, we kick off FIBRuary.
Right.
And so we'll have our
Just about a month from now.
Yeah, our Fiber Festival will kick off on January 30th and 31st. So 2 days this year
Mhm.
in Fishers, Indiana. And we talked about it last month, but I'll put the stuff down
Mhm.
below. And then we'll have a 2-week yarn crawl through central Indiana. So the whole month of February, we will be celebrating fiber arts in Indiana.
Yeah. It's a good time to try something new
Yeah.
or just come out with your friends for fun if you're anywhere nearby. We have really nice, the venue is really nice.
Yeah.
This year. It is in a nice big venue and there's lots of room for crafting tables where there's really good natural light. It'll be really lovely. It'll be a great place to just hang out and there'll be food trucks if you want to get something to eat. So it should be really fun this year. We're excited.
Yeah, and on Saturday, we're gonna have partner parking,
Right?
which is a whole separate game room. So
With a
if
big
you,
screen TV.
with big
for the
screen
football.
TV, I think there's foosball, there's all kinds of stuff in there. And so if you come with someone who is not a fiber enthusiast, they will not be bored.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They will have their own things they can work on.
Yeah.
So
So we hope to see you there. I don't know. Will we film another show before that? Technically, we should be filming one more show before then.
oh yeah, because that's the last.
That's the very
weekend.
last weekend. We'll have to
Yeah.
think about that. So maybe we'll do a show and you'll get to see some of the behind the scenes prep.
Yeah, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, in the meantime, have a happy new year and remember to create, connect, and celebrate community wherever you are.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.